Welcome to Money on a Mission. My name is Cynthia DeFazio, and I'm joined today by Colin Evans and Dave Evans of Evans Financial Group. Colin, how are you today?
Wonderful. Couldn't be happier to be here.
Me too. I feel the same way. Dave, how are you?
I'm excited. I'm just excited to be here.
I'm excited to be in the studio with both of you because obviously people are tuning in for the very first time and they're asking themselves, what am I watching? What is this show all about? So to our viewers at home today, this show is all about how to plan for your perfect retirement, but also to let you know a little bit about Evans Financial Group one-on-one specifically, what makes them different and very different by design, if you will. Colin, I have to ask you, why did you decide to specialize in this area of financial planning? Because so often we have people that are really focused in the accumulation phase, but you're taking on a different twist. You're going into the distribution phase. Why did you see a need for that?
It is. You know, I was blessed to be able to come into this industry, for one, because I had a phenomenal mentor.
Yay.
And all the way from growing up as a child and being taught financial and money principles and, you know, things of that nature are not taught today and are not taught in our school systems today. And so you see it now, a little bit more struggling youth and things that we don't get to really discuss for whatever reason. I was fortunate enough to be brought into that fold, and then when the door opened outside of college and said, you know what, I really like the lifestyle that he's led and helping people day in and day out and seeing how passionate he was about it. It's like, yeah, that's purpose.
Yes.
And it was such a powerful kind of awakening to realize, like, you know, what purpose do we have in our lives, and what purpose when you find that and being able to give that and show that and do that with enthusiasm, passion, and care. It's just a wonderful thing to be able to do for people.
It truly is, Colin. So Dave, I should ask you that very same question. Why did you decide to really specialize in the distribution phase of life? And to our audience at home, I want to let you know that when I spoke to these gentlemen on the phone, the one thing that I fell so in love with is the fact that they have a very serving heart. That's the way that they approach their business. So Dave, why the retirement years?
Well, I think the retirement, there's a I want to say a piece missing in the planning process, and we felt that as we developed that we could meet that need and fill that void and help people in the planning process. And when you're helping people in the planning process, it's not just about, you know, funds or positions in the market or whatever. It's, you know, can my mutual fund beat up the next guy's mutual fund?
Right.
Which is not really what happens. But it's about the planning process, and it's about caring for the people that you're doing the planning for. And that's a significant deal to us. We want people, and I've said this before, we want people to know that we care about them because we really care about them. And that's a big deal. And it doesn't matter what the size of their assets are.
Yes.
I don't say, well, we just care for people that have $1 million. We care for people, if it's all you have, whatever the number is, we want to help you preserve it and distribute it in a way that's efficient for you and efficient for your family after you're gone.
Absolutely, Dave. Thank you so much. Colin, why is it so important to work with an independent advisor versus the big box firm? Like, what is the special touch that your clients will receive from both you and Dave?
Great question. You know, and I came in kind of under the guise of a little bit of a big box firm that we were partnered with. And it was about the second or third year of being in the industry, and when this happened to me, I was actually researching product for a client, and I found one outside with another company that fit better. And I could not, in my conscience, offer a product with the company I was with that was kind of a little bit inferior to it. And I said, you know, our general manager came to me and he said, hey, Colin, this product would have worked just fine. I said, yeah, but the problem is there's one that actually suits them a little bit better, and I can sleep a little bit better at night knowing I made the right decision for them, as opposed to, well, we only have product ABC and ABC is going to work for them, when there's A, B, C, D, E, F, G in the marketplace. And
Right.
being able to do that just kind of really opened my eyes, and that was an awakening for me. It's like, you know what, I'm going to make the independent move and do this because I want to be able to offer the right product at the right fit, because that is the biggest thing. It's suitable for them. This is, we're looking out for your best interest, and we
Yes.
want to be as passionate as we are about that, and seeing that, and that was kind of a breakaway for me, going, you know what, it's time for us to be an independent advisory firm.
I love that, Colin. Thank you so much. Dave, why is it important to have the viewing audience understand what a fiduciary is?
Well, not everybody who is in the financial marketplace is a fiduciary. And a fiduciary is someone who is, first of all, regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission and held to a higher standard of excellence in terms of the suggestions and the things that they tell their clients.
Okay.
Now, this sounds kind of funny because I've done this all my life and said that the standard is we're supposed to do what's in their best interest. Good night. I've been doing that all my life anyway.
Yes, you have.
But it makes it sound like it's like, oh, this is now magic. But that's what the standard that we're held to is important. And it's not just, is this suitable, but is this appropriate for the people that we're doing it for?
Yes.
And that's what a fiduciary is. But not everyone who is in the marketplace carries that title or has the licenses to say that they are in fact a fiduciary. And that's a big deal, I think, in the industry as we share that with our clients, and that people become aware of what it is we're doing. And that's a big deal.
So you're giving the guidance that you would to a family member.
Yes.
Each client that comes in.
We'll call it the mom test. I'm going to recommend for you what I would recommend for my mom.
Yes.
In fact, as a chartered life underwriter, which I got many years ago, we held to a pledge that said I'm going to recommend for my clients, after I ascertain what their situation is, give them the same advice that I would apply to myself given the same set of circumstances, which is a spin-off of the golden rule. I'm going to recognize and give them what's best for them. Whether it's this product or mix is more profitable for me, that's not important. I don't even look at the commission structure of anything. I look at it's like, okay, this thing fits in this situation with the client, and that's important.
Absolutely, it is, Dave. Thank you so much. Colin, talk to me a little bit about holistic financial planning. What is a holistic financial plan?
And this actually kind of probably partner off of a little bit what I just said just a second ago when we went into the independent space, and one of the things I realized was some of these big box firms are prohibited from talking about certain aspects in the financial world, and one of them being taxes, and which kind of blows my mind because
Yes.
this is a crucial piece in the retirement portfolio, especially because we don't know what's going to happen. When the government can make the laws kind of as they go, or make the changes as they go, or as they see fit. When we have upcoming elections and things like that, the rules of the game are consistently changing. Well, when you start into that retirement world, and I am now, possibly on fixed incomes, or I'm really having to maybe budget so I can make sure this retirement pile lasts as long as I do, this is where we start putting this entire, almost a circumference around this of going, we need to really look at what is the tax consequences that you might be having. What are there? Do you have the best Social Security options? Did we look at that? Let's maybe take a deeper dive into that before you actually start drawing that, because there's almost 1,000 ways to take Social Security. What's going to be the best fit for you right now in the current position that you're at? And
Yes.
putting that together is really a gigantic piece in the puzzle when we start looking at it in a holistic phase, because we're trying to, hit all these different avenues, and some of the big box firms are not allowed to do that. So that's one of the beauties of being able to be independent, is we can, and we're able to partner with that and bring in other experts as needed. If we need to look into the legal space with an estate planning attorney, or if we need to bring a CPA in to, attack certain angles for people's retirement time, we have the capabilities to do that. So that's truly a blessing to be able to do that. It's one of the things we look forward to.